Sephora savings events is coming up and everybody's doing their recommendation video. I am from the Netherlands, so we don't actually have this Sephora savings event, but I still want to join in on the fun. I have two primers slash sunscreens that I've been using as a primer. We got a very expensive one, so great one to get on a sale. This is the Charlotte Tilbury one. It's called the SPF 50 PA+++ Invisible UV Flawless Primer. Now, as someone that has combo normal to oily skin, it's often difficult for me to find primers and sunscreen that don't leave a white cast and kind of seep into the skin really fast. This one just does it all, kind of filters my skin as well. You know, ticked all the boxes for me except for the one that's priced. So get it on the sale. Even though Kosas is usually mid-range, this one is a little bit pricey. This is really beautiful underneath makeup. You do need to take a while to let it set on the face, but this gives a very beautiful glowy complexion. I also use this on its own. It's not too glowy that it looks like a disco ball. I'm not a huge foundation girl, but I did try this one. It's called the Veil Hydrating Skin Tint from Hourglass. This is a little bit thicker in consistency, but it shears out beautifully. This is definitely for the glowy skin lovers. For setting powders, I have two setting powders that I can recommend. So my holy grail is this one by Charlotte Tilbury. This is the Flawless Finish. You've seen this around before. This gives you a very beautiful filtered look. I love it under the eye. A luxury item like the Givenchy Prisme Libre powders is a great option. This one comes with a puff, but I have no idea where my puff is. Mixed all together, it becomes this really beautiful filtered look. It's so finely milled. It makes my skin look very snatched and just flawless airbrushed. Two bronzes I want to mention that I cannot put down. One is the Westman Atelier Contour Stick in the shade Biscuit. If you're into bronzing, so kind of a mixture between contouring and bronzing, this biscuit shade is perfect. Other product, not as expensive, is the Makeup by Mario Softsculpt Transforming Skin Enhancer. A little bit warmer than the Contour Stick by Westman Atelier. This one gives a very minimalist look, like there's almost nothing on the skin. There's a reason why it's this loved, and that's just because it's such a good product. Makeup, I have two blushes that I want to recommend. Of course, you can never go wrong with a beautiful blush from Rare Beauty. This was a new shade that launched this year in the shade Virtue. Personally, one of my favorite blushes this year. Great for the fall. This is the Rosewood blush in the famous Dior Rosy Glow formula. Now, this is pressed quite hard in the pan, and you don't get a lot of pigment when you swatch it, but you get a very glowy cheek, very fair, very faint. Moving on to eyes, I have two single shadows that I want to talk about. One is by Merit. These launched this year, and another one is a golden oldie by Hourglass. I have mine in the shade Ray, which is this beautiful brown tone. Love the glitter flecks of this. It's just so flattering on the eyes, and you can use this on its own or as a topper, and it just never has let me down. Now, a new shadow in my collection is this one by Merit. This is the shade Mid-Century. Again, we're gonna look at a very beautiful brown shade. This is the shade that I'm wearing as a base underneath my glitter makeup today. The Storadose Mini Couture Clutch palette is one of my favorites this year. It's such a beautiful palette if you're liking a very soft eyeshadow look. I also love the packaging of this. I love lip oils, lip balms, anything that's very hydrating. One that I'm wearing today is this one by Tower 28. This is the shade Cashew. These are called the lip jellies. This formula is both pigmented and hydrating. It just lasts a long time. Even though these are called lip oils by Rare Beauty, I've been loving these as lip stains. I have two shades. I have the shade Serenity and Honesty. Product I thought was going to be overhyped, which is this one by Summer Fridays. You've seen these around, you've seen these on TikTok, but I think it's worth the hype. Okay guys, so these were all my recommendations. I hope you guys liked them, so please make sure to press a like, and of course follow me on my TikTok or whatever social media platform you're watching me on. Bye!